Hello Ride On people. So why have I got the winter gear on? Well, still a bit of a chilly day here, but there's 6 of us I think going for a ride, and we're going to go up to the Zac Brown Distillery. Stay around and let you know how to get on. So the first place we stopped was Hourglass, who are a Triumph, BMW and Motors dealership, and look out for future videos where I'll be doing some collaboration work with them. Now when out and about, I actually did 2 not entirely legal things. The first thing was I overtook a car on double white lines in the middle of nowhere, but I still did it all the same, and when I got parallel with the car, what should come over the horizon but a police car, and unfortunately for me he didn't decide to stop or turn around or chase after me. However, on a separate occasion I did actually feel the collar of the law, and I got pulled over for doing 65 and a 45. It was a rural area, you could kind of see for a long way, no junctions or anything remotely dangerous, but I came over the crest of a hill doing kind of 65 and a 45, and a policeman got me on his camera. We had a long chat, and he was a very respectful and nice officer, part of the Lumpkin County Police Force, actual fact, and he decided that my machine was well maintained. I was being very respectful to him. I was totally admitting my fault, and ultimately you know, I wasn't riding dangerously or recklessly. I just happened to have slipped over the speed limit, and very fortunately for me, he decided to let me off with a warning. And I just want to say a big shout out there to all the police watching this video, and all the police that you encounter. There's too many YouTube videos where people are deliberately winding up the police, and they're only trying to help us at the end of the day, and most police officers deserve our total respect. Now then, when we got to the Zac Brown Distillery, we had a bit of fun with the 3 ladies that worked there. They were very knowledgeable, very informative, but also very friendly and engaging. We had one of them showing us how to pull a knife out of her pocket and have it open by the time it was in her hand.
Away.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, baby.
That's what I'm talking about.
Try it out.
Oh,
yeah.
Again, there was a theory that tasted better as a result of all the movement in the barrel.
Well, because the aging is up to...
I thought he was
He just asked me if I was Zach's mom.
I thought he was like they bought.
That would put
Do you remember the old arcade when I say Tilt-A-Whirl? Does that mean anything to you?
Yeah.
It's a round track, and it has cars that are egg-shaped, but half of the egg is cut off, and they spin this way, right?
Yeah.
And it goes up and down, up and down.
Yeah, we call that a waltzer.
A waltzer.
A waltzer.
Well, they're going to put the kegs on a waltzer.
Yeah.
You better back it up with something.
Here,
Nice.
you're gonna, aren't they
Oh,
going to
that'd be
bring
awesome.
The waltzer will be here
A
next year.
waltzer. How good would that be?
All right, so this. How many people we got?
I want to try
You,
this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I have enough? Okay.
This is the 83.
All right, so this is our blended whiskey.
Take our photos.
Oh, this is broken.
Hold on.
It's a good job I didn't have whiskey on my breath when I spoke to that policeman.
So our whiskey, our blended whiskey, is made with our young bourbon. That's been on the barrel for at least 6 months. We've got a lot of bourbon on barrels, but we're still playing the waiting game for straight bourbon.
Is mine?
One of the requirements is it has to be on a new oak barrel for 2 years. So this is our young bourbon. It's our wheated whiskey that we make. It's a brandy that we're distilling from Zach's Pinot Noir.
Oh, yeah.
And it's also blended with a 10-year-old whiskey that we purchased. So we offer 2 proofs. The one that you're tasting right now is 84 proof. Yeah, of course.
What am I tasting right now?
You're tasting the 84 proof, or
Okay.
83.8 is what the bottle says.
All right.
You'll probably taste some cherry. It's more
83.8. That's pretty accurate, isn't it?
What's that?
83.8. Pretty accurate.
Well, if you know Zach, everything he does is 2 points.
Well, the 83.8 turns out, do you know Chris? So Chris was like, okay, 84. What's special about that? So he looks at, and our latitude is 83.8. So that's why we put it on the bottom. And we have like a little thing on the back of it.
Yeah.
You do copper. That's a big still, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's very warming.
All right, so this is the same blend.
Yeah, nice wood streak.
But it is 120 proof or barrel strength. It actually takes on a little bit of a different flavor profile.
Might have to stick to the speed limits on the
Some
way
people
home.
think this is a little more.
This one's the 120.
The caramel notes.
Is that the new one?
This is a new one, yes, sir.
You got a different glass?
yes.
Now,
Is this a new? I don't think I got it.
That's
That's a bit more mesh.
are you representing today?
Oh, look at you.
Oh, look at the man.
See,
Oh, yeah.
Discount
I'm
for that.
representing.
You should get a discount for that.
Yeah.
I got a knife. Does that count?
Wait one
I brought you guys
second.
here.
Set you up.
Can we do a group
Ooh, I
on?
like this one.
Can we do a group on
There you
here?
go.
So I saw the.
Might not just do a bit of editing with that.
So who took y'all on the tour?
Tommy.
Okay. Tommy's awesome.
Isn't he great?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm a co-chair of a charity event that's donated. My charity I chose was Camp Southern Ground that we donate to. So,
Awesome.
and I've known Zach for years but I'd never been down to Camp Southern Ground.
It's just, it's miraculous
Yeah.
what they're doing down there. That dining hall alone.
Wow, it's cool.
Dang.
Yeah, but the dorm, the way they can convert it from kids to adults,
Yes, I know.
brilliant.
Organizational thing, but so anyway, we have all of these. So they're oh, you're fine. They're $2 or you get 3 for $5.
Well, I know we're about to be getting to the other end, so I wonder if that's going to be when we get in the gallery. If not,
My wife was just
We all tried the kind of 83%, I think it is, and the 120. And we all thought the 120 was that little bit smoother. And it is a blended whiskey. And normally I don't really go for blended whiskies, but it was very smooth and actually quite reasonable value for money as well. So I took a bottle home with me, and I'll enjoy that after a cold ride or two before the spring weather breaks, no doubt. We also look forward to coming back to the distillery probably later in the summer. Charlie is actually Zac Brown's dentist. Charlie is actually a dentist to a number of celebrities, and he's known Zac for years. He's a very nice, down-to-earth and very humble, modest guy, I understand. And very fortunately, I think we'll probably be able to get a private tour with him in the summer. If we do, I'll make a ride-on video and let you know how we get on. So here's a little riding sequence with the boys, showing off the local police cars and the ice that was on the hills. 6 of us ended up eating at Shenanigans in Dahlonega, which is an Irish pub, and they serve a hearty fare, and highly recommended.
Why am I going first?
Because you're the oldest.
I'm the oldest.
Okay, so today we're going to play famous movie lines. Okay, we're going to start off with
Is it over when the Germans bomb Pearl Harbor?
Charlie, and this is your kind of era, 1930s to 1940s. Okay,
African Queen.
so you got 5 questions. First one is, or first quote is, "I want to be alone." What movie was that from?
I didn't even understand what you said.
I want to be alone.
I want to be alone.
But I think she said, "I want to be alone," like that.
Oh, it's a she.
Oh boy,
With an
this-
accent.
Boy, let me guess. It was
What
a
movie?
German.
What movie?
Yeah. Ingrid Bergman and African Queen. Who knows?
Grand Hotel,
Okay.
1932.
Would have never got that.
Yeah.
Frankly, my dear,
Frankly, I don't give a damn.
I don't give a damn.
That would be the. That's one of my favorite movies about the South.
Academy Award winner.
I give.
Written in Atlanta.
Gone with the
Gone
Wind,
with the Wind.
1939. Okay,
Same year as,
we're not in Kansas anymore.
Oh, really, Toto? Do I have to say Over the Rainbow or Somewhere Over the Rainbow?
You got it
or-
wrong. It's The Wizard of Oz,
Yeah.
1939.
Yeah.
So you are 0 for 3 at the
Okay.
moment.
Yeah. I'm not answering the questions.
Elementary, my dear
He's 0
Watson.
for 3.
Elementary,
No,
like
0 for
Watson.
3. No.
So
0 for
I'm not
3.
going to say the name of the movie, but the guy wore a funky hat.
0 for 3.
Okay.
Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, 1939.
Yeah.
Play it, Sam. Play it. Play as time goes
so
by.
Bogey was his name in real life, but I don't know the name of the show or the movie.
Casablanca.
I got all 5 right. I named all the characters who they were.
All 5 wrong.
movie once.
Yeah.
Long time
Who wants to
ago.
go next? Okay, so this is Jerry's, and he's doing 67 to 79. Perfect. Okay, what we got here is failure to communicate.
That would be Cool Hand Lucas movie.
Yes, and he's already surpassed Charlie's score. You've got to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky?
Clint Eastwood.
Well, do you, punk?
Eastwood in Dirty Harry.
Yes, 2 for 2. That's like 2 right out of 2, Charlie.
See, he's naming the
I couldn't have done
first.
that ancient movies like
At least
that.
we didn't hear half.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Oh, that was Jaws.
Jaws 75. Are you talking to me?
That would be.
Punk.
You're talking to me?
Are you talking to me?
That was Robert De Niro in. What's that movie?
Oh,
Jodie Foster.
Jodie
76.
Foster. I don't know. I don't know the name.
Uber driver.
Taxi driver. Yeah, you gotcha.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
That was the Vietnam movie.
So close.
Robert
Heart of Darkness was the book.
No, he's a Robert,
Heart of
but not
Darkness was
a,
the
guy.
book.
I love that guy. What was his name?
But not the
like
movie.
the street in.
I can see him
West.
now on the beach.
It's a
Just
street
Charlie on
going
Surf.
on.
I'm trying to think of a good quote from that.
Time.
Yeah,
Time.
3 out of 5. That was Apocalypse Now.
Apocalypse Now.
Heart of Darkness.
Duval,
was the book.
Robert Duval.
Val, I love him.
Right, let's do Paul then. You can have. The easy ones. You can have the 80s.
Okay.
You got the 80s. The 80s.
We heard this one this morning. I'll be back.
Hello.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, what, Terminator?
Terminator.
That's probably
One or two.
That I'll probably end up with one for 5.
all of them.
I feel the need for speed. The need for speed.
Awesome.
No idea.
Top
I
Gun.
heard they're remaking that movie.
I'm horrible with movie quotes.
Your wife will probably know this one. Nobody puts baby in a corner.
Great.
He was gay then and he's gay now.
Dirty Dancing.
We should have daisies now.
Okay.
He is.
Yeah.
Should know
he
this
died
one
not
as
too
well.
long ago.
Swayze?
No, not Swayze.
I'll
He was the one who's-
have
the
what
father
she's
did that.
having.
Father.
Father.
I'll have
Robert,
what she's having.
Yeah, he was in Law and Order.
Yeah, he died not that many years ago.
What was it, Jerry?
Finished.
It's not my turn.
It was very good.
When Harry met Sally.
I'll have what she's having.
If you build it, they will come.
Field of Dreams?
Yeah.
Good. All right.
Very good. So three for Jerry, 2 for Paul,
My money's on Muggsy.
none for Charlie. Let's do it. Actually, we haven't done Eric for a while. Let's do Eric next.
I think it's his son.
This
It's
is
just me.
90s. Which you'll remember because you were a child in the 90s, weren't you?
Yes, such a child.
Exactly.
I'm still a child.
I'm not sure we're going to see you with that white background, but we'll try. Okay, so movies of the 90s for Eric. Hasta la vista, baby.
Arnold Schwarzenegger in Predator.
Terminator 2,
Terminator 2.
Judgment Day.
Another Terminator one.
Damn it.
They had good lines in Terminator.
You can't handle the truth.
That's Jack Nicholson and Tom Cruise and Demi Moore in
A movie
a
from the
movie
90s.
about the trial.
Yeah. A few good
A few good men.
And Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
You said that.
I said Jack. I said the characters. I didn't remember.
It's a shame Charlie's gone to the restroom because he likes my southern accent, which I'll utilise for this. Life's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
That would be filmed in Savannah. Tom Hanks and Forrest Gump.
Yes. So you're drawing with Paul. You need one more to beat Charlie at the moment, or to equal Charlie. Houston, we have a problem.
That's the.
I know the answer to that one.
No, I'm trying to make sure I get the name of the movie because that's
Life's like a box of chocolates.
that's a few good ones. It's
Let me say.
hold on, don't tell me. We're burning film time here. It's. I mean, I.
Apollo 13.
Apollo 13.
Apollo 13.
Okay, to draw with the leader, Jerry. You had me at hello.
That's Jerry Maguire.
Yes. So,
And we have a new leader.
interestingly, so Doug, who is the quiz
Doug
champion, as we
Doug
know,
always wins, doesn't he?
He's never lost
I've
yet.
only got 3 questions.
I only
for
played
Doug, so we're gonna
once.
have
I
to
got
think
lucky.
of some
You
more
never
stuff.
lost. You never lost. I never lost. I'm undefeated.
All right. I'm the king of the world.
I'm king of the world.
It's Top of the
Here's
World
a clue.
Mom is what I was confusing it with. Top of the World Mom.
Looks like Superman to me.
I did have that. That's one I removed because I thought it'd be too
King
hard.
Kong.
Nobody would have got White Heat.
Titanic.
Titanic.
I'm top of the world.
He's up on the bowsprit.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Going out
This
over
is
the
when
water.
I started boycotting
Get this one.
Hollywood.
I see dead people.
Oh, Sixth Sense.
Sixth Sense.
That's the bald guy.
Yeah.
Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis, that's the one.
And my precious.
I just said that.
What are you talking about?
That's why I said
We were
it.
talking about
funny.
hobbits and what's the heck's the name of that?
Yeah. You're on it.
Oh, I know the name of it. It's
J.R.R. Tolkien's trilogy.
yeah, Lord of the Rings. That's
There you
right.
go.
I'll give you that. It's Lord of the Rings 2 Towers, but I think Lord of the Rings is good enough. So you have two out of 3. I've run out of questions, so we'll have to think of 2 more. So let's think of another one for Doug. What about you make me want to be a better man?
Oh my gosh, that sounds like a rom-com.
Come on.
He doesn't do
You know,
rom-com.
give me some
about you- how about you
testosterone-packed
complete-
movies, some action movies.
How about you complete me?
You complete me.
Jerry Maguire.
So that was
Show me the money.
that was Jack Nicholson, can't remember the movie, mate. So
It's the one, the cancer movie, where
that's it.
the one had the woman had the
great.
cancer.
It's a good movie, that.
Yeah.
So we need one more question so that Doug can potentially draw with Eric and Jerry.
We'll just do famous movie quotes. 500, Bob.
Okay, let me have a quick surf.
I think you should be able to do that accent really well.
What's that?
That's not enough.
Paul Hogan. That's not a knife.
Well,
You don't know that scene from Crocodile Dundee?
Well, he does live on the other side of the world from where I was born, but
Yeah, but it's part of the empire. It's colonies.
okay.
I'm your father.
It's a good one. That's a good
Look,
one.
he's already named 5.
The Empire Strikes Back.
That's supernatural. That's exactly what I was going to ask you. It's right
Oh,
there.
really?
It's right there.
I'm your father?
I am your father.
I get 2 points for that.
How about these are not the droids you see?
Right?
I think we have
I gotta get 2 points for that.
Warm
Between-
lunchbox shivering. I'm sitting here next
Charlie,
to this incredibly drafty window.
Eric.
I'm-
and the quiz king, Doug.
Quiz King.
So as always, the cold weather couldn't blight the fun we had, the camaraderie and the sheer enjoyment we had from riding and riding to new places and doing fun things. I'd urge you to do the same. Last but not least, ride often, ride carefully, and
Ride on. Ride on.
Ride on.